Everyday animals suffer from pain, mischief, and fear. Sometimes terrible things happen to them and their future existence depends on people's help. Now you're welcome to 10 more successful animal rescues. Birds feel most comfortable when flying high in the skies, but on the ground, they're very likely to get into trouble. Little Thing was found by the group of people on the boat who saw the bird all tangled up in a bush. It was important to rescue the owl as soon as possible because its feathers were quickly getting wet and the creature could drown at any time. The rescuers came closer to the little helpless bird and carefully removed her wings from the trap. At first, the bird was worried and really scared, but after a few minutes on the boat, Pretty Owl understood the people didn't want to harm her and calmed down. The birds cannot fly with their feathers wet, so this bird was sitting on the edge of the boat, waiting for her wings to dry. The rescuers brought the barn owl ashore and then delivered to the vet clinic. After some checking, it was set free. Porcupines become extremely busy in autumn because they need to find some food for the winter. Sometimes in search of something delicious, they are acting carelessly and become trapped. In this story, we see the baby porcupine stuck in the fence while trying to get through it. The couple saw the poor thing helplessly moving its legs and decided to help it. The man took the pair of protective gloves and tried to get the animal out of iron bars.
Oh my god, it's a baby.
Hey, it's a baby.
What an idiot. How did he get there?
It was a hard thing to do because the bars were very tight and Porcupine was not even able to move. The rescue was only possible if the baby would squeeze his back. The man waited until the proper moment and then carefully pushed Porcupine's head through the iron bars, freeing him. It was a lucky chance that these people found this little boy. The rescuers received an urgent call from a woman who heard desperate meowing somewhere on the street while walking to her car. She quickly found out where is the sound located and removed the sewer cover, discovering the little poor kitty crying for help. The rescuer went down into the sewer and saw that the hole in which the poor animal was stuck was too narrow. The rescuer rubbed the snare with oil from a can of tuna to lure the hungry creature and after a couple of minutes caught it. The kitty was really scared and tried to scratch the rescuer, but it was quickly put into the blanket. Little Thing was brought to the vet to figure out if it is healthy. Fortunately, the small cat appeared to be healthy. Seabirds are suffering from the fisher's activity quite often. This is the story of yellow-legged gull, which got into fishing line trap and was life-threateningly injured by a large hook. The poor bird was brought to the vet clinic, tangled and unable to move. Creature was soon cleared from painful bonds, but the things were much worse. An X-ray discovered a large hook in the bird's throat, leading to difficult surgery. The surgeon performed endoscoping procedures trying not to damage the tissues. It was extremely hard for the doctors to get the hook out of throat as it was firmly stuck in there. But the surgeon continued the operation, and then, making a great effort, she finally removed the hook from the gull's throat. The doctors were overcome with emotion after they succeed. After the week of rehabilitation, the bird was back to full health and ready to fly again. The main character of this story will stun you with his brave behavior. People found the poor dog, who had been hit by a bike. The animal was lying helplessly, unable to stand, quietly asking for help. Its back legs were heavily damaged. Sweet Creature was extremely happy to see someone and was acting very friendly despite the painful injury. Rescuers calmed the poor thing and fed it a little. Animal Rescue Car delivered the dog to the Animal Help Center. Treatment continued through 6 weeks. All this time, the brave creature was trying to walk again. This friendly dog with a good heart was not able to survive without proper care and would die on the streets if the rescuers wouldn't find him. Now he is running and playing without any pain or discomfort. This is a funny story of baby fawn, who got on the road and was so scared it wasn't able to move. This little pretty was simply lying in the middle of the road, breathing quickly. The car driver would probably not notice it and might damage the animal. Fortunately, the group of men saw the baby and one of them approached. He picked the fawn up and got it out of the dangerous place. The rescuer let it go on the roadside. All team was laughing happily, watching the baby fawn quickly running into the forest.
Wow! The healer! Oh my gosh! That was awesome!
After you've found out that there are any wild animals living on your property, it's important to take them out without damaging them. In this sweet little story, we will get acquainted with the mother opossum and her little kids. Once the rescuers responded to a call from a homeowner in Hamilton who had an opossum in their shed. At first, people think they have a big rat in their backyard, but it turns out to be an opossum. The main goal of service workers here is to remove carefully the aggressive animal from the shed and put it into the box along with its babies. The mother opossum was behaving aggressively during the procedure because she was afraid that anyone would hurt her little babies.
Yeah, I want to get this cushion back in place, so you all right?
Yeah.
She got some babies still hanging underneath her?
The scared creature had been removed using protective gloves, and then it was placed into the box with her children. Winter is a very hard time for playful and curious dogs, which tend to run on unstable ice very often. This dog got stuck falling through the ice. The water was too cold, and the rescuer had very little time to help him.
Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Every minute in that position could lead to irreversible damage to his health. Staying on such unstable ice was dangerous to the rescuer too. While she was trying to take the dog out, the ice was breaking. Getting out from the trap, the dog could swim by himself, and the rescue operation ended successfully. The people rubbed him carefully with towels to warm him as quick as possible. A man was planting some tomatoes in his garden when he noticed something like a hole covered with grass and fur. He gently uncovered it and found a nest of tiny baby rabbits sleeping there. The man waited for some time, hoping that rabbit mom would come back. He put an umbrella over the hole to prevent the babies from wetting through by the rain. But 48 hours passed and it became clear that mom had gone forever. She might have been caught by some predator or something like that. So the man had to take 5 baby rabbits out of their nest and took them to the wildlife facility center where the specialists. These small creatures were sure to die if the kind man didn't try his best to save them. The rescuers didn't know how this Pedigree dog had got onto railroad tracks. Maybe her owners just threw her away. But they went out immediately when they got a call about her. The dog wasn't hungry, so it was hard to attract her with food, and she didn't want to be saved either. The pup was very aggressive and attacked the rescuers, so it was a dangerous situation for them too. When the rescuers managed to get the dog into the cage, her mouth was bleeding. When the doctors examined the dog, they found out that she had suffered from the broken elbow, fractured teeth, skin, and ear infection. But all the animals appreciate tenderness and love, so the suffering and trustless heart of a dog melted at last. In a month, Tweety, as the rescuers called her, was okay and was ready to find a new family. So, be ready to help those who can't cope without your assistance. And tell me, what case did you like most? Let me know in your comments down below.